Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about inline functions. We know about a normal function. So normal function is nothing but there could be a function which is used to why we have function in the program. So in order to perform any particular task, so we will be having some set of statements separately from the main function. So that is what the user defined function. So whenever you want to execute the same operation for multiple times, we can go with the functions. So that is what the reason why we have functions in order to decrease the size of the program. Okay, so we are going to the functions. And even then, if you go with the functions concept, so what happens there? Suppose if you have a normal function, so let's see this program. So we have the first statement is the function declaration statement. So the name of the function is square and its return type is int. And it has one argument which is of type int. And the name of the argument is also given here, that is a. So in the next statement we have defined it. So one more thing, if you are defining the function before the main function itself, then no need of giving this function declaration statement. So this statement will not necessary. So here it is the function body. Here we have a single statement which returns the value of a into a. So we are just getting one value as argument and we are squaring it, and finally result will be written back to the calling program. This is what the calling program. From this main function we are calling this user defined function. So here we have one variable and we are just getting the value of this variable using cin statement, and now you are displaying the output statement as it is. The square of the given number is, you are just calling that function, square function, and whatever the value you are getting from that function, so that will be displayed as it is in the main program. So this is what the normal function, how we are using in the C++ programming. So but here what is the complication we are facing, which means in order to execute this particular function which has only one statement, so it consists of only one statement, but now if you want to execute for multiple times, so if you want to execute for several times, so what happens here, many times we will be calling this function and many times the control will be transferred from main function to this user defined function, and again the control will be transferred to this main function. So transferring of control will be happen many times. So if you call that same function again and again, the transfer of control will be done accordingly. So what happens here, at one time if you want to transfer the control from main function to the user defined function, so at that case, so there could be many hardware related operation that could be done beyond this program that we don't know, right? So the programmer can come to know about how we have the function, how the control has been transferred whenever you're calling this function, so that only we know. But beyond this one, what are all the things to be done if you want to transfer the control, which means if you want to call this function, so you need to store where you should return back, isn't it? So you have to maintain that information, so which means in which line, each and every line has been specified with their own address. So we need to store that particular line address before transferring the control to the user defined function. And again after transferring back, so where this particular main function, so at which statement it has to be executed, right? So those things has been done. So all these which means we have to save all the values in the registers, and we have to use the memory concept in order to get the address, line address. So everything we have to search and we have to save the information in some places. So all these hardware related operation, which is a time consuming process, so we are taking more time to execute a simple task. It is a very small function which is performing only the squaring operation, isn't it? So squaring of any number which is provided in this main function. So in order to avoid the time consuming task, so what we are doing, we are making this particular function as inline function. So if you make this function as an inline function, so what happens there? The control will not be transferred to this particular function. Instead of that, this entire function will be placed in this main function itself, which means wherever we have invoked that function, so in that place it will be substituted. So wherever we have the function calling statement, so in that statement will be substituted with this entire body of the function. So since it has only one statement, it is a very small function, so we are just making it as a inline. And making this function as a inline, so we are just providing a request to the compiler. We are just intimating the compiler, so just consider this function as a inline function, so that you can save time by not transferring the control from main function to user defined function. So it just places the entire body of the function in the function calling statement itself. So that is what the purpose of using the inline function. So that is what we are just giving request to the compiler, but the compiler may or may not accept this request. So in our point of view, so we can consider this is a very small function, but in compiler point of view, it may consider it is a small function, or it will do the transfer of control, all those things. Suppose if you include one more statement and still we are just considering this as a very small function and we can make it as an inline function, but the compiler cannot accept that as a small function and it will not consider this as an inline, even though if you mention the function as a inline. Okay, so how to make any function as an inline function? By using the keyword called inline. Sorry. By using the keyword called inline, so we have to include this inline keyword so before defining the function, so then this function is said to be the inline function. So whenever you are making any inline function, you are sending request to the compiler, so just denoting that it is an inline function, so no need of transferring all those control everything. But the compiler, what it will do, it may or may not accept this particular request. Sometimes it will accept it and it will not transfer the control, but sometimes it will not accept and it will do the execution of a normal function, so even if you mention it as an inline function. So what could be the output of this program? So suppose if I'm giving this a value as 10, then it will produce the result as 100. So that is what the output. Suppose if I'm giving a value as 10, so it will display enter the number is, that is 10, then square of the given number is 100. So that is what the output. So it just squares the given number, whatever the number you are just providing. So this is what inline function. Okay, thank you.